The flow of newly built jets into service began in late winter and continued steadily into the middle of the year. The Su-34 left their assembly lines in Novosibirsk, while the Su-35S fighters completed acceptance trials at Komsomolsk-on-Amur before being flown directly into frontline service. These transfers were not ceremonial or symbolic. Every aircraft went straight into active units already flying combat missions over Ukraine. That alone revealed the urgency behind the program. Reports indicate that the Russian aerospace forces received around 14 Su-34 and approximately 10 Su-35 fighters. The aircraft didn't sit long at their delivery sites. Within days, they were tracked heading to bases like Voronezh, Akhtubinsk, and Morozovsk, where frontline bomber and fighter regiments operate daily. Taken together, the movements confirmed that the new jets were intended not for parade displays or reserve storage, but for immediate operational use. This is significant because Russia's Air Force has weathered heavy strain since the conflict began. Ukraine's long-range strikes, drone attacks, and air defense ambushes have all inflicted losses on Russian aviation. But instead of shrinking, the VKS was expanding its inventory, and that shift tells us that Russia is not only sustaining its air power, it is preparing to intensify it. To understand why these aircraft matter, we need to look closely at the jet that has shaped Russia's strike capability more than any other. Let's break this down. For nearly 4 years, the Su-34 fullback has been one of the most visible and heavily used aircraft in the entire Ukraine conflict. Designed as a long-range fighter bomber, it has evolved into the backbone of Russia's glide bomb campaign. Day after day, Su-34 crews take off carrying winged munitions that can be launched from distances far outside Ukrainian air defense range. These bombs, often weighing half a ton or more, glide for dozens of kilometers before crashing into Ukrainian fortifications, logistical hubs, and troop concentrations. The aircraft's role has grown with the war. Early in the conflict, Su-34 frequently flew low-level attack runs, a mode of operation that exposed them to significant danger. But as Russia adapted, the Su-34 became the ideal platform for standoff strike missions. Its range, avionics, and payload allowed it to strike hard without exposing itself unnecessarily. That evolution has turned the Su-34 into one of the most combat-proven aircraft in Russia's inventory. At the same time, it has also suffered some of the most visible losses. Ukrainian drone strikes on Russian air bases hit multiple Su-34 parked on tarmacs. Portable air defenses and long-range missiles brought others down at the front. These losses created an ongoing cycle of attrition that required continual replenishment. That is why the arrival of the new Su-34 in 2025 matters so much. They are not merely filling gaps. They are sustaining the aircraft that Russia relies on to shape the battlefield every single day. Each fresh fullback joining the front line adds more sorties, more glide bombs, and more pressure on Ukrainian defensive lines. The design of the Su-34 reflects its purpose as a deep strike platform engineered for survivability. Its wide, duckbill nose houses a powerful radar system that supports terrain-following flight, allowing crews to approach targets under the radar horizon when necessary. Its engines give it the thrust to carry up to 8,000 kilograms of ordnance, making it Russia's heaviest tactical strike aircraft. With the addition of glide kits, standard bombs turn into precision-enabled weapons, capable of hitting fortified Ukrainian positions from dozens of kilometers away. The Kibani electronic warfare system provides additional protection, jamming enemy radars, and complicating interception attempts. These systems, tested repeatedly in the war, have effectively turned the Su-34 into a flying artillery platform. The new aircraft delivered in 2025 likely incorporates subtle updates, software improvements, enhanced sensors, or refined electronic countermeasures, reflecting feedback from real combat missions. If the Su-34 is the hammer, the Su-35 is the shield. Russia's top 4++ generation fighter, the Su-35 has played a crucial role throughout the war by escorting strike groups, intercepting aerial threats, and patrolling the edges of Ukrainian-controlled airspace. Its powerful Irbis-E radar can detect enemy aircraft at long distances, giving Russian pilots early awareness of Ukrainian movements. The Su-35 also carries long-range air-to-air missiles like the R-37M, capable of threatening Ukrainian aircraft, including fighters and high-value support platforms, long before they approach Russian lines. Combined with its thrust vectoring engines and high maneuverability, the Su-35S provides the protective envelope under which Su-34s can operate with relative security. The arrival of additional Su-35 fighters in 2025 reinforces this protective layer. More escorts mean more strike packages can take off simultaneously. More patrols mean more contested airspace becomes dangerous for Ukrainian jets. And more air superiority capability means Russia's glide bomb campaign can continue without interruption. The steady flow of aircraft in 2025 tells its own story. Under heavy sanctions, Russia's aerospace sector was expected to contract. Instead, it adapted. Domestic substitutes replaced imported components. Factories modified production lines. Supply chains reorganized. The result is a consistent manufacturing tempo that has allowed Russia to deliver multiple batches of combat aircraft even during wartime. The seventh batch of Su-34 delivered this year highlights this stability. It shows that the production is not sporadic or improvised, it is continuous, and continuous production means continuous capability. Critics may argue about the quality or sophistication of the newer jets, but the simple fact is that they are arriving, flying, and entering combat. This resilience shapes the battlefield as much as any weapon. For Ukraine, this means facing an adversary whose air power is regenerating faster than it can be reduced. For Russia, it means maintaining the initiative above the battlefield. And for the war itself, it means the air campaign is far from calming down. So, this is what we have for today. Thanks for watching.